Yes, everyone, blessed love, give thanks for your presence with us once again. Of course, we are thankful for the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie the First, all honor and glory. And I'm so honored that you yourself have taken the time to come and spend a little moment here with us, Tiger's Nest Fashion. Give thanks. This is the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Definitely link in priestisaacinstitute.com. That is our website, and that is where I'm telling you everything is really taking place. As you can see, we are highlighting and preparing you early for this year's summer solstice experience. Of course, you know our experience, well, this year is from the 17th to the 24th day of June, 17th being arrival and the 24th being departure. But at the same time, we're talking about 7 days of joy and happiness and upfulness with us right here in the island of Antigua. I know many of you have been listening over the years as we've been doing these equinox and solstice experiences. And I'm sure many of you have been saying, listen, next time I'm going to be in Antigua. Next time I want to be there. Well, this is the time for you to be here, family. Let me just let you know. You should be checking on your tickets right about now. I'm talking about your airfare, unless you're coming here on your private yacht. However you're getting here, just make sure that you're here for the 17th. That's Friday the 17th. That's when it's all going to kick off. That evening, we're going to have a meet and greet. The Saturday, we're going to be having a wonderful Rastafari sabbatical ceremony. The Saturday evening, we'll be having a mighty lecture series with some of our great historians. Paddy the Griot, Simon the Griot as well will be there in the midst of us, family. And then the next day, which is the Sunday, that is when we're going to be having the sunset hike. We're going to be having the observation of the stars that evening. That same morning, which is the Sunday, you'll be going on the beach to do some beach yoga, and you'll be taking in the beach as well. Of course, that's all up to you. Tuesday, we're going to be having the island tour and the cannabis tour and the cannabis education tour, I should say. And of course, the chalice talk, and the cannabis will be right there for you to do whatever you think you need to do with it. Yeah, I'm talking the truth here, family. This ain't no play around vibes. You're going to have a wonderful time when you come and sup with us. It ain't done. Wednesday. Then Wednesday now specifically, that is, well, no, that's Tuesday. Listen, everything is so mystic here. Listen, you need to contact me and let me send you the itinerary. As I say, Friday the 17th, your arrival. And then Saturday 18th, as I said, the sabbatical vibes and Sabbath service. And make sure you bring your white clothes, bring some white garments, family. And then, of course, you know, that evening, we're going to have a massive lecture specifically at one of our lecture halls. And that is the Saturday the 18th. And then Sunday the 19th, again, that morning, you're going to rise up for some yoga and some beach. That afternoon, we'll be having a festive hike to Green Castle Hill amongst the megaliths. Yeah. And then now we are talking about the 20th, which is the Monday. It's Monday the 20th. We will be having the island tour. Just making sure I get it straight for you. And of course, the cannabis tour. That's a whole day's event. And of course, we'll be having the chalice call. And we'll be going amongst the Nyabingi house. And you'll be seeing what I would consider the most outstanding Nyabingi tabernacle in the world right here in Antigua at Rast Freeman. You want to see this, and it's not even completed yet. And then, of course, you know that the next day again, which will be Tuesday the 21st, that is the day of the summer solstice. That is the day specifically we'll be having the morning hike, you know, the serene hike, you know, the meditation hike, as we observe the sun rising in the northern hemisphere, specifically, you know, to its most northern point, I should say, on the ecliptic belt, right in the constellation of Gemini. Listen, a lot of knowledge, a lot of culture, a lot of information, a lot of vibes when you come and join us here in Antigua 2022 in June for the summer solstice experience. I'm not done. We're not done. The same afternoon from the morning hike, which will be, I'm talking about the Tuesday, the 21st, that afternoon, we return for some more beach again. Some of you, I know you're looking forward to the beach, so don't worry. It's not going to be something that will be distanced from you at all. And at the same time, you'll have the chance to do some yoga on the beach as well. But remember, we're going to have a yoga retreat. That will be a full day yoga retreat, and we will be inviting, you know, the people from the island will be also there with us, and that will be Thursday the 23rd. But the day before that, which is Wednesday the 22nd, that will be our media day and a freedom day, meaning that will be the time when you get the chance to, you know, do whatever it is you may want to do. And even if you feel, because I know some of you are going to be saying, okay, so priest, today is a freedom day, huh? So we can go back to the Rasta camp and spend the morning. Yeah, no problem. I'll carry on. Maybe I come and pick you back up. Whatever the case is, family, it's going to be such a wonderful time. Listen, what you need to do is to make sure that your ticket is in order. Make sure, you know, you link up your travel agency. And also, if you contact us, we can give you information on how you can get a reduction on your ticket as it relates to the travel agencies that we have began to partner with. So everything is well taken care of. And of course, your accommodations well taken care of as well. Your meals, which will be vegan meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, well taken care of as well. And I can tell you from Rastafari experience perspective, it is a very inexpensive package that we have put together for you. I'm telling you. So it is you to make sure you set up your plane ticket and make sure that you'll be here for the 17th until the 24th. And as I said, when you contact us, we give you all the details and you know exactly, you know, what it is that you have to do to make sure that you are here with us. And of course, as I said, what we are highlighting this year, even before I get to this, let me just be clear with the family. I'm sure many of you have a good idea of what Greencastle Hills experience is all about, you know. And if if for some reason or the other it may have missed you, let me just give you a quick run up. And Greencastle Hill is just that. It's a hill. It's not 600 feet high. It's about 596 to 98 feet high, almost 600 feet, but it's a hill. So you wouldn't classify it as a mountain as such, but as a hill, it's a large hill. It's big for a hill and a vast area. And the hill itself is littered with countless of megalithic volcanic rocks that actually come out of the mountain, protrude out of the hill. In fact, family, let me just show you this video here before we go too far. Let's check this out. Follow me. Here, the man Zephaniah.
On the northeastern corner of the Caribbean island chain sits the gem of the West Indies, Santa Maria de la Antigua. Antigua, renowned for its sun, sea, and sand. It has also become famously known as the Stonehenge of the Caribbean. Situated between the villages of Jennings, Ebenezer, and Bendel's stands Greencastle Hill, 596 feet of volcanic rocks and lemongrass. These volcanic rocks, which are too numerous to tally, naturally protrude out of the hill and are arranged to correspond to the astronomical clock, the solstices, the equinoxes, and the movements of the stars. This has been confirmed by Dr. Maura Imbert, an astroarchaeologist who conducted a study of several keystones on Greencastle Hill. I have visited Stonehenge in England and have seen for myself the methods utilized by the government and people of that nation to incorporate Stonehenge as a part of its economical development through tourism. Infrastructure has been built around the monument, parking lot, museum, and even a restaurant. And of course, thousands flock to the site during the solstices and equinoxes, and millions visit each year. If preserved, developed, and marketed properly, Greencastle Hill, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean, could attract millions as well. in numbers of persons as well as in dollars and pounds. It will provide employment as well as career opportunities for Antiguans, and it would add to the value and appreciation of Antigua internationally. Greencastle Hill has been used for decades as a site for the creation of aggregates and building materials. As it is already a national park, we as a nation should seriously consider Greencastle Hill and preserve it and utilize it, for it is our national treasure and a sacred hill. The nations and nature will applaud us for such actions. I thank you.
Oh, yes, beautiful. So that itself gives you, if you have never seen that, or if that's just kind of springing to you an idea, that gives you a good idea of what's taking place on Greencastle Hill. And of course, I got to highlight our book, Anu. How many of you have a copy of the book, Anu? We have a book entitled Anu, Ancient and Modern Revisited. Do you have a copy of the book? Well, you should get a copy of the book. It's a very simple thing to do. Just, well, you can definitely email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com, or visit the website, priestisaacinstitute.com, and definitely browse through the shop area, and you will find the book Anu, Ancient and Modern Revisited. Trust me, family, this is something that you definitely want to, be a part of. This is something you definitely want in your library. So the book itself gives you a good idea of the whole science behind Greencastle Hill. And of course, we have several videos on our YouTube page, specifically speaking of Greencastle Hill. All you have to do is type in my name, Priest Isaac, and Greencastle Hill, and on our YouTube website, that is, and you will see several videos appearing, which will give you a good idea of exactly what the whole aspect of Greencastle Hill is all about. And just to repeat it quickly, we're talking about a hill with countless of megalithic rocks protruding out of the hill and aligning with the movements of the heavens and aligning with the movements of the stars. And again, this is something that, we would have covered for almost 2 decades now, and maybe for some of you, at least for the last 5-6 years, you would continually hear us pounding down on the importance of preserving, and even, to use the term, developing Greencastle Hill. But the preservation is key, because they're destroying it. I mean, this is a hill they're mashing up. You see what I'm highlighting here? This is a part of the destroyed hill. This is a part of the destroyed hill. This is a cross section of the hill here. Man, when you come, you're going to see it. You're going to marvel at the beauty of the hill. But when you observe the destruction that is taking place on the eastern side, it may bring tears out of your eyes. So family, remember, this is the international community we are making aware of this, because I am positive they know what they're doing by destroying this hill here. This is a massive hill. It's not as if half of it is gone, It's a large real estate, family. For you to traverse the whole hill, we'd have to be there for about 5 days. That's why we're having 2 hikes, the morning hike and the evening hike. Places we would go in the evening, we'll go to other places in the morning. And so, we'll be highlighting definitely different aspects of Greencastle Hill. You know what I'm showing here? I'm showing my audience. If you look at this good, you may not be able to get it from this picture, but I mean, you got to be here for June. I'm showing my audience that the rocks that they see on Greencastle Hill were not placed there by no Amerindian people. The rocks literally protrude out of the earth. Now, with the destruction of the hill, this cross section of the hill proves that the rocks are coming from the core of the earth, or from deep within, I should say, from deep within, the earth, and literally growing. Maybe hundreds of thousands of years it would take it to come from ground level to even start to protrude out of the hill. But we have the proof here. These are megaliths, inside of the mountain, literally growing, because rocks do grow. I mean, they may not look as if they're growing like how a child is growing or a little sheep is growing or whatever, but the rocks are growing geologically. You know, it could be hundreds of thousands of years, but they are moving. Yes, just like the earth, continents rise and continents sink. The earth is alive. They say Mount Everest is rising, I think, 3 inches every year. So just imagine that. It may seem like a little bit, but it's moving. All right. So it is a natural phenomenon that is taken here. Nothing supernatural, just natural, I like to refer to it as. So family, I am looking forward to all of you coming and joining us in June to get the experience live and direct. If you're looking to take a vacation, family, trust me, this is a worthwhile vacation to take. Number one, well, depending on where you're coming from, because I know some of you in the winter wonderland. Number one, you're coming to the tropics. You're coming to the islands that everybody's raving about. You come to the islands. Yeah, the islands are nice. As I said, sun, sea, and sun and all of that. Yeah. Listen, you're coming on the cannabis tour. Listen, that alone, hey, that alone is worth it. All right. Plus, you're getting the double hike to Green Castle Hill. We'll be feeding you the best food, yoga, and trust me, family. Once you contact us and you realize how inexpensive this whole experience is, you're going to call a friend and say, hey, I'm going down to Antigua in June. You coming? Well, I don't. Hey, listen, sis, let me share you the whole rundown. And this is how much it's going to cost. Wow, yeah, you can come and bring your husband and bring a friend and whatever. The most I would tell you, family, is to look into organize your tickets now as far as your airfare. You know, I would look into that now. When I say now, like today, like I'm speaking to you now, get on the internet and check your travel agencies and check the airplane flights and see what's coming to Antigua for the 17th of June. And you want to leave for the 24th of June. In fact, if you contact me, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. As I said in previous videos, we're actually, working out partnerships really with certain travel agencies. So you'll definitely get a better price, if you contact us and we start to work on it early. This is not something to wait for you. Look into your tickets now, family. Contact us now, family. Get an idea of how much the whole experience is going to cost you, family. And let us take it from there, because we're taking this thing to another level. Now, listen, let me show you this before we go too far. We have made a discovery. Some of you have seen a video that I put up earlier with when I was driving, basically. And I was showing you the temples that we have uncovered on Green Castle Hill. They would like to say discovered, but I would say we have uncovered 3 temples, 3 small temples. They remind me of the Akhenaten temples at Tel El Amarna. That's really the first thing I meditated when I saw them. But the thing is now, the temples on Green Castle Hill, they are built in the same way that you see these temples here, pyramids at Giza. Keep in mind, Green Castle Hill is not really known for no temples, So what we have uncovered or so-called discovered is a very, very big thing. Big deal. But as our great griot Paddy Simon liked to say, is not what say, is who say it. That means it's not what has been said, but if it's not a degreed Negro, if it's not some Caucasian from some university over the seas come and say, we don't like to take it seriously. And that's the truth. I'm not asking you. I'm not repeating nobody's line. I'm telling you what I live. Yeah, man, straight up. If anybody knows what I'm saying, I know what I'm saying. Because have you ever read the book Anu? I'm asking you, have you ever read the book Anu? And although everyone in Antigua have not read the book Anu, but because we have promoted it so much over the years, very few people can say that the understanding of the science of Anu has escaped them. Very few. But again, it's not what says, it's said. Let me say it in the right way, man. I'm mixing it up with the English tongue. It's not what's said. Ana what say? Who say and a wasay, a husea, or it's not what has been spoken of, but who did it. The spoken. Yeah, I purposely said it like that. The English, the Henglish. Who was the spokesperson? As the griot also says, donkey do the work and horse get the credit. I'm telling you straight. If some other person was to say they discovered what I'm telling you, it would have already reached headline news. That's just how things go, family. I know sometimes you may be saying, well, you sure? If I'm sure, remember it's Rastafari. Remember Rastafari is scorned, up to today. I proved that to you, even how they handle reparation, how they take it out of Rasta hand, and they even say it in a way like, well, we're taking over now, for the Rasta has done all the work, they've got all the blows, and so we're going to take it over now, and forget about the repatriation, Ross. We don't worry with that. We like it here. So reparations is what we're calling for. We want some scholarships to go to your university so we can make some more degreed Negroes. That's not the Rastafari fight. And we as Rastas, we have to be very serious about this. But anyway, let me return to my temple here. So what I'm showing you is that just to show you the mystics of Greencastle Hill. So obviously, we had people on Greencastle Hill, could be a few centuries ago, could be a few thousand years ago, who were erecting temples. These temples, the entrance of the main temple is specifically pointing due east, perfectly aligned with the celestial pole. Polaris, perfectly aligned. You understand? So this is a very, very, very serious vibration. Let me show you the ruins of the temples that we have discovered. And again, I know I would have shared these videos or these pictures, pardon me, with you a bit earlier, but just giving you an idea, family. Of course, you're seeing this is a hike we had there on the Easter Sunday. The crew that I was with, you see me right here. That's me there, just I look short, taller than everybody else here. You better believe it. But really, when you observe now from this view, it may look to you like I'm just showing you the ground with some grass and a heap of stones. You see things like this all the time. Now remember, this is not what's outstanding about Greencastle Hill. These little rocks you see here, you'd walk over these like it's nothing, because Greencastle Hill has some humongous rocks that will take up your interest and your attention more than these little stuff you see here on the ground. But when we observe these little stuffs on the ground, we notice that we are looking at the remains or the ruins, if you want to call it that, of the foundation of some sort of structure that was there. That's how we began by saying it, some sort of structure. But then when I realized that there were three of them, the largest one is approximately 20 by 12 in feet. When I realized that there were three foundations here, well squared, when I say squared, 90 degrees. And not only three of them, they were built, when you look at them, obviously from an aerial view or even from where we were, you can see that the three of them were built in the same way as you see the structure of the Orion's belt, or how you see the structure of the pyramids in ancient Kemet in Giza. And also that's the same way that the pyramids are built in South America too, to align with the Orion's belt. Keep in mind, Greencastle Hill is an observatory, pardon me, a space observatory. Greencastle Hill is a space of observatory for obvious reasons. When you have all these rocks that each of them are connected to a star, and clusters of rocks connected to specific movements in the heavens, rocks connected to eclipse, rocks connected to specific full moons and where Venus will be at a specific time of the year. I can show you all of these things. There is a rock, an Olmec rock on Greencastle Hill performing the open mouth ceremony, and that's connected to the Big Dipper at a specific time of the year. And we know the Big Dipper specifically is the same, the symbol of the same tool that is used in the open mouth ceremony in ancient Kemet. Family, the thing is deep. But then now to go up there and discover buildings, not just stones coming out of the ground, but conscious buildings that are in ruin, I would say. But it's obvious that something else was taking place here. Could be a few hundred years ago, could be a few thousand years ago, but definitely before this modern day time, someone or some group of people would have erected temples. It could have been the so-called Indians, Arawaks, Caribs, and whatever have you. I wouldn't run from that, because everybody that would have inhabited this area or come around this area would have tried their own stuff. You understand? So it's not nothing far-fetched. I'm sure 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, activity was taking place here on Greencastle Hill. So whatever time period this is from, the point is it is here. And it has been newly cited and uncovered. And when you come to Antigua in June now, you'll be in a position to see for yourself, you know, firsthand, the newly discovered or uncovered ruins of 3 temples, stellar temples, I really like to call them, that are aligned with the Orion's belt. Family, so many things we have uncovered at Greencastle Hill. I'm positive. I know it may sound, I don't know how you think it sounds, but I'm just telling you the truth. There's no other person, nobody else, scientist or non-scientist, that has done the amount of work that we have done as far as studying Greencastle Hill. Not to mention advocating for Greencastle Hill, but that's the next subject. Not to mention bringing an awareness to Greencastle Hill, but that's another subject too, and we top all of them levels there. But I'm just talking about the works as far as going up to the hill, spending hours on the hill, observing the stones, naming stones, and then studying the stars and connecting the stone to the stars. Trust me, family, we have done a good deal, and this is why we can monthly invite people from all over the world to come to Antigua, knowing that you're going to get an experience that you will never forget. Yeah, right here in Antigua on Greencastle Hill. So yeah, family, all you got to do, as I said, look into the plane tickets early. Make sure that you have, you know, everything in order. This is vacation, man. Go and talk to the boss today. When you're gonna wait for? Talk to the boss today. Say, boss, I want to go to Antigua in a month, in June, 17th to the 24th. Leroy, you sure you want to go? Yeah, boss. What's wrong? Why can't I go? Well, I was going there too, and I didn't want to leave nobody here. Yeah, so you got to get there before, and you and the boss can come together. Everyone should be coming to Antigua, you know, specifically for this wonderful event. And as I said, this will be the summer solstice experience. Hike to Greencastle Hill. Join us in Antigua. We have the cannabis tour. Remember, we have the double hike, morning and evening hike. We have the island tour, where you're going to see all the historical spots in Antigua. Remember the whole day yoga retreat. Yeah, man. And of course, you know, it's a wellness experience you're getting to, because even what you will be feasting is of the highest quality. And then of course, wellness, yoga, beach, and hike, and cannabis, and yeah, man, you're getting a real workout. It's going to be wonderful. And children, bring the children. Bring the children. A special package is put in order for them, just to make sure you as the parent, because more than likely they ain't paying for themselves, it's you paying for them. But just to make sure that, you know, our grassroots people can come and sit and dine and sup with us. Our vacation package is very inexpensive, family, and it's the best package you can get coming to Antigua. No matter what I tell you, they have all kind of things going on here, and what do you call it? Whatever they do, windsurfing, snowboarding, not snowboarding, they ain't got no snow here. Windsurfing, rock climbing, whatever they do. They don't rock climb here. What are you saying? What do they do here? And they ain't doing nothing, man. You got to check Rastafari, experience Antigua, and definitely join us in June. I'm looking forward to it. So make sure you contact us. Remember, you can call on WhatsApp, Rastafari Experience Antigua. These are business numbers, family. Business numbers. You contacting Rastafari Experience Antigua. Area code, you don't know, 1268. So put it in your phone, area code 1268, and we're on WhatsApp too. And of course, 714-1227. 714-1227. Rastafari Experience Antigua. You done know Priest Isaac Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Same area code 1268-728-8289. Remember also website priestisaacinstitute.com and email priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. Family, yeah man, check out the flights, make sure everything is in order, and definitely contact us, get the itinerary, get the prices so you know where you stand, and then get packing. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in June. Yeah man, this is going to be wonderful. Life giver and the keeper of life, Selassie Jah Rastafari. Blessed my family, do you have your copy of the true biblical land of Israel? No? Well, visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, and order your copy today. The True Biblical Land of Israel, originally a theological paper, proves to the reader that the land of Israel, according to the biblical geographic description, is Africa plus Arabia. Most definitely a must-read for all. And while you are at it, our other books, namely The Heavens Declare the Glory, Rastafari and the Cosmos, as well as Anu, Ancient and Modern Revisited, are definitely of interest to all. Each book goes for only $20, but when you order the three together, you get them for only $50. So visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email us today, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. Blessed reading. Give thanks.
Hi, my name is Nyla, and I am 7 years old. I like my astronomy class, and I am loving it. And I've been learning my planets like the moon and Earth and the Venus, Mercury, and astronomy class is awesome. I've been learning about like Egypt and that stuff. And king and queens and and pyramids and
What do you think thus far of the International Homeschool program?
I believe it's the best investment I could have made for my daughter and for myself as well, because learning astronomy and African heritage, it was needed. It was much needed, and